Hello, I'm your superhero critic. You know, when it comes to comic books, there's one thing I've learned. It's never make a deal with the devil. So that brings me to this week's review, Ghost Rider. Like usual, this superhero movie also starts with narration.
Story goes that every generation has one. Some damn soul cursed to ride the earth, collecting on the devil's deals. Many years ago, a ghost rider was sent to the village of San Venganza to fetch a contract worth 1,000 evil souls.
Okay, seriously, why does every single superhero movie have to start with goddamn narration? I mean, come on, can't we just watch them do the shit instead of having to be told what already happened? I mean, come on!
Why do people watch movies that other people make fun of that suck?
Good point. Either way, that had nothing to do with my question, but you're more than likely here because this movie deals with demons and the devil, correct?
No shit.
After the credits, the movie then goes into the circus where our hero Johnny Blaze is practicing his motorcycle stunts. He quickly gets a father-son talk for trying to impress his girlfriend Roxy. The couple then meet at a tree and Roxy tells Johnny that her parents don't approve of their relationship and they make plans to elope the next day.
Johnny finds his father asleep in his chair, finding a hospital letter stating his father's cancer is getting worse. The movie then jumps to Johnny working on his bike. The devil meets up with him.
Johnny?
That is the cartooniest devil I've ever seen.
The fucking devil for Fantasia looks better than that.
Anyway, the devil, or Mephisto as he is called in this comic, gives Johnny a deal. If he rides for him, he'll save his father from cancer. Of course, his price is his soul and he has to sign in blood.
Oh, that'll do just fine.
Of course, since we are dealing with the devil, Johnny is double-crossed as his father dies in a cycling accident after getting healthy the next day. Johnny then tries to run away from everything, but of course you can't run from the devil.
The devil then tells him he will come to get him whenever the devil feels he needs to and that he might as well give up having a life. We then get to a sappy love goodbye scene between Roxy and Johnny.
So this dude doesn't even tell his girl what mistake he made? You're a fucking prick, you know that, dude? The movie then makes a jump into the future as Johnny makes a cycling jump that should have killed him but doesn't.
On the way to his next jump, Blaze and his best friend Mac argue over the fact Blaze is consistently trying to make his own life with more ridiculous jump after ridiculous jump.
Scoot over, ladies. What's the ante?
5-part draw.
Maybe it's something else.
We then go to a desert and the main villain of the movie, Blackheart, makes his debut. Okay, I'm sorry, but I gotta stop the movie there. That is not Blackheart. He does not look demonic enough to be Blackheart. This is Blackheart. That's nothing but a My Chemical Romance reject with a very bad case of personal hygiene. But superhero critic, you gotta do this to make it more realistic. No! You got to make it look somewhat like it actually does in the fucking comics.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But, because I don't believe he looks like the original Blackheart enough, for the rest of the movie, whenever we refer to Blackheart, he will be referred to as Emo Boy.
So my little rant on Emo Boy aside, Mac once again decides to try to convince Blaze not to make the jump. We then find out that the jump is scheduled to be on his father's death anniversary. Nothing important really happens other than Blaze asking Mac whether or not he believes in second chances. Mac believes he blames himself for his father's death.
Blackheart?
Emo Boy?
Okay. Emo Boy decides to go to a biker bar, killing the bouncer and freezing everybody in the building. We then meet his three henchmen, Gressel with the power over earth, Wallow with the power over water, and Abigor with the power over air. He quickly tells the three of his plan to find the contract and world domination.
We then go to Blaze's next jump, where Blaze runs into Roxanne and has one of the most awkward interviews on the planet.
The broken bones, the cost of what you do. Are there any other costs?
The fuck kind of interview was that?
The kind you get with Nicolas Cage?
True, he does mumble a lot.
For the jump, Johnny decides to replace the cars with helicopters and just decides to go for it.
Oh God, he ain't gonna make it. He made it! I told you he'd make it! Yeah, JP!
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. 300 feet, a world.
Johnny then goes into creepy stalker mode as he tries to get her to pull over as he drives beside Roxy in a crappy green screen driving. Johnny then chooses to skip using words and goes straight for a kiss and gets the date he asks for.
A quick meeting with Vasisto and Emo Boy shows us that the devil has no more power over his son. We then jump to Roxy, who's waiting on Blaze, who instead of actually meeting up with her, stares at himself in the mirror and his hand begins to smoke. He then goes to the alleyway where he once again meets the devil. He is now cashing his contract to make Blaze go after Emo Boy.
Hey, who's got to pay for all that property damage?
I'm out.
Emo Boy learns that the cemetery the contract was at is no longer a cemetery, and after he kills the groundskeeper, Blaze finally becomes the Rider.
Why is he laughing so much?
I have no idea. Maybe we missed a joke?
The first showdown between the Rider and Emo Boy starts. First, he's thrown back into some chains that the Rider ends up wrapping around him. He's then hit by a truck.
That's gotta hurt.
The Rider survives, of course, only to attack Gristle with the chain.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it before the cream sets out too long. You must whip it.
That man has officially been stoned.
Just play the fucking movie.
Joke ruiner.
The Rider decides to modify his bike before saving a fat chick from being mugged using his penance stare.
After waking up in a cemetery, Johnny meets the caretaker, who clearly knows who and what Johnny is. While he patches Johnny up, he explains how the Rider's powers work, and the history of the Riders.
Years ago, a little town called San Banganza. Nice town. Nice people. Till a stranger came along making promises.
Johnny goes to the police scene of his wreckage from the night before to try to speak to Roxy about why he never showed up. She basically disses him by calling him worthless. He goes back to his place and after doing more research starts to practice controlling the fire within.
It is not possible to generate fire just by staring at your head.
You're just mad you can't do it.
Shut up, neither can you.
Or can I? The fuck is that?
Roxy then comes over to apologize.
Why is this bitch apologizing? He's the one that stood your ass up. What the fuck is this? And now they're fucking kissing?
You almost kill yourself on the highway so you can ask me out and then you don't show.
He does.
Blaze finally tells Roxy the truth, which of course she doesn't believe, and she leaves him once again. As she does, the police show up at Blaze's house and arrest him.
After a lot of questioning that leads to nothing, Blaze is thrown into a cell surrounded by thugs and inmates that makes the Rider come out once again.
The movie then starts a citywide chase after the Rider that eventually leads him being attacked by Abigor. The Rider then evades the police atop of a skyscraper until the helicopters get involved.
Get over here!
You're pissing me off. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go piss myself now.
Abigor reappears and is quickly evaporated into nothingness.
We then get one of the best scenes in the entire movie, the Rider driving down the side of a skyscraper.
With the cops in awestruck wonderment, the Rider makes his way to try to speak to Roxy but end up shooting at him instead.
Why would the cops fire their guns when Roxy clearly walked in the middle of the fray?
They don't care, they're fucking cops!
Johnny goes back to the caretaker and he learns more backstory on the original Rider, only to come to the realization that Emo Boy will try to go after Roxy, which of course he does after killing Mac. The two come face to face once again, with the Rider getting his ass kicked and told to get the contract from the caretaker.
After going back to the caretaker to get the contract, Johnny quickly finds out that he was Carter Slade the entire time and he is set to go on one final ride.
Are you serious? He has one transformation left, and he uses it to go riding with Johnny? Are you kidding me? He could have used it to actually help him in the final battle against Emo Boy.
Budget cost?
I really hate you.
Johnny comes to the misty swamp and is attacked by Wallow. The fight doesn't last long as he quickly kills him with a penance stare.
Johnny and Emo Boy come face to face and the final fight begins as the sun comes up. Emo Boy activates the contract spell and Emo Boy is filled with souls and dons himself a new name.
My name is Legion.
Johnny quickly lures Legion into the darkness where he takes an empty shotgun and blows him to Kingdom Come.
How does it feel to have all that evil inside of you? All their power?
All their souls. 1,000 souls to burn. Look into my eyes. Your souls are stained by the blood of the innocent. Feel their pain.
That is the stupidest fucking thing you could do. You know the Rider has the ability to peer into souls, yet you fill yourself with a shitload of them?
What do you expect? You get a crappy emo villain, you get a crappy emo ending.
The devil appears and offers Johnny to end the current contract, but Johnny has his own plans.
I'm gonna own this curse. And I'm gonna use it against you. Whenever innocent blood is spilt, it'll be my father's blood. And you'll find me there. A spirit of vengeance. Fighting fire with fire. I will make you pay for this. You can't live in fear.
The movie finally ends with Roxy and Johnny making amends, and we end with even more narration.
It's said that the West was built on legends, and that legends are a way of understanding things greater than ourselves. Forces that shape our lives, events that defy explanation. Individuals whose lives soar to the heavens or fall to the earth. This is how legends are born.
Oh, since we've already done Ghost Rider, we already done Spawn, are you gonna leave me alone yet?
There's always Hellboy.
Eh,
There's Blade.
Is Blade even demonic?
Well, there's always Ghost Rider 2.
No. Fuck you. We'll do Blade. I'm your superhero critic. I stay super if you stay up.